Hello learners, welcome to the third installment of React.js hands-on tutorial. In our first and second tutorials, we have discussed on functional components as well as class components. Along with that, there was concept of props, which is but a global variable type. Uh, in this tutorial, we are going to discuss two parts. First of all is state, which is another type of global variables, but bit type of local to particular specific to particular components, and the values of this state variable, the state type data type can be changed. And another thing is a conditional rendering with the help of one of the lifecycle method components did mount, right? Well, let's go to the code straight. And here, welcome to Learn News. This is the thing that is getting printed over here. This is a simple application that I have written, just a class app which is extending react.component, and there's a default constructor. Along with that, render, we are rendering and returning this welcome to Learn News, right? And which is getting displayed. Now let us do something conditional, put a condition over the here, that on the basis of this, on the basis of a particular variable value, this particular, either this one will get printed or something else will be printed. So how we are going to achieve that? Let's come quickly over here. This dot state, this is how we are going to declare a state variable. This dot state is loading true. So keeping this flag as true is loading. Let's check on the indentation, and on the basis of this we are going to display something over here. Let us put this one as h1, and within this h1 we are going to display this, or we are going to display something else, and that value is like, say, loading dot dot dot. And here I'm using ternary operator. This dot state dot is loading. If it is true, then the first one will get displayed, and if it is false, the second one, the second part will get displayed. So you can see that all are getting displayed over here, because it's thinking, the application is thinking in this way, that this particular piece is nothing but an JSX component, JSX code, but we are expecting it to be a JavaScript code. So what we are going to do is we are going to use curly braces over here, and on the basis of curly braces, now you will see something different. Loading, because this dot state dot is loading is true, so loading is getting printed. Let us change it to false, and you will see something different. Welcome to Learn News. So let us do one thing. Let us declare a component flag holder. In flag holder, let us import React from React. I'm declaring this one as function flag holder, and here we are going to return this value. But with certain change, like let us put the entire thing, but with some change. Here this dot state is completely absent, so we are going to take help of the props. We're going to pass this is loading as a prop, and in the name of is loading, let's take value, and this value we are going to pass it over here. What we are going to do is we're going to take a tag here, flag holder, and don't forget to import the same. Dot followed by components followed by flag holder. So in this way we are importing it, and here we are passing this one as value is equal to, and what will be this value? This value is nothing but the state we are passing. This dot state dot is loading. Magic, isn't it? So it's saying something that in component flag holder does not have a default export, so we have to export this one. Now it's going to work. Welcome to Learn News, right? Since now let's make it true. It's loading, so it will be showing is loading. So why don't we do something so that this is loading and welcome to Learn News, this switching takes place automatically after a certain timestamp. Here we are in, let me copy this part of code which I have written. Here comes into play the concept of React lifecycle method, which is component date mounted. Whenever this app component will be mounted, then there will be a set timeout method that will be invoked, where let me adjust it, say for 2000 milliseconds, that means 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, this is loading page which is true now, each loading state which is true now will be transformed into false. Let us quickly see the example. Let me reload it. You will see the magic. Loading after 2 seconds. Tada, magic. Welcome to Learn News. So in this way, this part of code can do magic. This here, you can, instead of timeout, you can go for an API call and fetch values which you are trying to import from certain third-party APIs, and you're going to display it. So in this way, you might display that is loading, your page is currently loading, please wait. You have seen in most of the websites, right? So in this way you can do magic, you can play magic with React.js at the front end. There are multiple other things that you can venture out. So just like component did mount, there are multiple other component lifecycle methods which we can discuss it in our future tutorials, definitely. So in this way, what we did, to summarize as a whole, that we have created an app that is extending React.component, and inside that we are rendering a flag holder functional component, and inside that we are sending this state in form of a prop value, and in the form of a prop value. On the basis of that, we are putting it a conditional over here, and on the basis of that we are displaying certain tags, right? JSX tags. So in this way we are achieving a wonderful display of conditional rendering with the help of state and props, right? Hope you are liking Learn News, and I'm expecting much more subscriber, much more suggestions from you all. Thank you for your cooperation, thank you for your support. I will be capturing more videos and lectures on React.js in my further tutorials. Thanks for watching Learn News. Thank you.